Hey guys, in this video I want to go over 9 reasons why most people fail inside their business. You know, I think it's very important to sort of bring some of this stuff to light, because these are some of the same struggles that I've struggled with. Some of them I still struggle with, you know, but I try to correct, you know, the problems, and that's what you're going to have to learn how to do. So let's get started. I just want to go over 9 that sort of come to the top of my head when I was sort of researching, putting this video together. Number 1, you don't know your why. A lot of people don't know their why. I mean, your why has to be something that's near and dear to you, something that's very passionate. I mean, you know, that why has to be something that puts that knot in your throat when you talk about. I mean, it's something that has to mean something to you, to see it, you know, unfold, you know, to do better, you know, something that you can, you know, hold near and dear to your heart. They give you that drive to want to go out here and just make it happen. Do whatever you got to do to make it happen, because why? That's my why. It could be your children, it could be family, it could be, you know, having money for retirement, it could be paying for your children's college fund, it could be retiring your parents, your grandparents. You know, my why, hey, you know, my whys, you know, really they don't even involve me. It involves the work that I need to do, but the beneficiaries of my why, they're not me. It's something bigger than me. You know, so know your why. And when you don't know your why, that's one of the main reasons people fail, because it doesn't put that drive in you. Okay? Number 2, not committed. Just not committed. This is just something that you're just doing, you know, on the side. You know, it's just a little something that I'm just doing, but you're really not committed to it. You don't have that, you know, you don't have that fire in your eye about your business. I mean, when you're doing, you know, any kind of business, I mean, you have to stick with it and you have to make it happen. You have to stay committed to what you're doing. When you stay committed and you know, this is what I have to do, you know, to no end, this is what I have to do. There's no options. I got to stick with this, you know, because I can't go back there, or I can't do this. You have to stay committed. You have to have a high commitment level to what you're doing. Learn your craft, learn your business, do whatever you got to do. Get comfortable making videos. You know, whatever you're uncomfortable with. You know, be committed to your craft. That was number 2 that I came to, because, you know, sometimes, you know, we see people, they get into this and you ask about what they're doing. Oh, just a little something that I'm doing, just a little something on the side. And, you know, and if you look at it like that and you're not totally committed to it, that's all it's going to give you, just a little something on the side. But if you're looking to replace your income, if you're looking to live a life that most people only dream about, you have to stay committed to your craft. You have to be good at what you do. You have to learn to be good at what you do. So that was the number 2 thing that I came across. Is number 2 reason that I came across why people fail is they're not committed. Number 3, too comfortable. You know, people get too comfortable. You have to learn to get uncomfortable. And a lot of times what comes with being uncomfortable is fear. You know, a lot of times people are scared to get uncomfortable. We always go to where we're comfortable. A job, we're comfortable. Most of the time, we know we're gonna get a paycheck if we put the time in. If we trade our hour, if we trade our time for dollars, we know we're gonna get a paycheck. That makes you comfortable. Your worry levels don't go down. Your worry levels go down. I mean, because you're comfortable, you know what you're getting. As long as you put the time in, you know what you're getting. Unlike marketing, you can put the time in, but you're not guaranteed any money. You're not guaranteed a paycheck. So, you know, you're gonna have to learn to get uncomfortable. You're gonna have to learn to start doing things that you're not comfortable doing. Like I alluded to earlier, get comfortable making a video. If there's something that's uncomfortable to you, do it. If it means, putting together a blog, it's uncomfortable for you, put it together. Start doing these things that you're uncomfortable with, because over time, you're going to get more and more comfortable doing those things. I remember when I first started doing videos, talking into this camera, talking into this lens, that was something that was very odd and uncomfortable for me. But over time, you learn how to overcome those things. You learn to, sort of trick your mind to where that camera is a person. You're sitting here carrying on a conversation with a person. So do the things that you're uncomfortable. And that was that was the third thing that why people fail. You're scared to get uncomfortable. So learn to get uncomfortable. All right? Learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. All right? The number 4, false expectations. People want us to come in and they want to be rich tomorrow. Sometimes we look at all these people online to where they're making this, these high incomes. They producing all this money. And we look at it, you'll look at it and say, wow, I want that. And so you'll create this false expectation to where, okay, if I just do this, and this, I'm going to be making $50,000 a month in the next couple of months. Have there been people out there that's done that? Of course they have. But for the large majority of people, it doesn't work that way. You have to put work in. You have to understand that this is a business. It's no get rich quick. There's a lot of get rich quick stuff out there. But more often than not, people don't get rich quick. It's a process. People have this, this misbelief that, when you start online businesses, I stand a very good chance of getting rich quick. And that's just not the case. That's not the case. Sometimes when you buy into the hype, when you buy into, a hyped up program coming out that they're promising riches, a lot of times, for the large majority, it's not going to happen that way. It's just not going to happen. So just have realistic expectations on where you're going. Because this business, your marketing business, it takes work. Money will come if you put the work in and you put the action in. You have to take action on what you're doing. You can talk, you can think, you can dream, but until you put action to what you're doing, you're not going to get anything out. And then, when you're sitting here dreaming and you're thinking about all this money you're going to make, okay, there's your false expectations, because you're not putting the work in. You're not putting action to what you're doing and what you're learning. So that was number 4, false expectations. Stop having false expectations and have realistic expectations. All right. Number 5, got a broke mentality. You don't want to invest in yourself. You don't want to invest in your business. One parallel. Let's just look at this right quick. People, they get into a business, they come into a marketing program, but they don't want to spend any money. They don't want to spend any money on ads. They don't want to spend any money on training. They don't want to go to an event, spend money to go to an event. They want everything given to them for free. That's why I say broke mentality. But I can promise you this. Okay, let's just take a Mercedes, a brand new top of the line Mercedes. Just say, for instance, somebody come and they drop this car right off to you. They say, if you can find $1,000, in 2 hours, you can have this brand new Mercedes. People will go break their neck. They will go beg, borrow, and steal to get that $1,000 to have that car. Why? You've placed a value on something. You placed a value on something that's higher than what you place a value on yourself. Okay? You automatically equate that car to big money. Why don't you equate your business to big money? Equate your business to big money and get out of that broke mentality. You have to be resourceful when you come into business, when you open a business up, no matter if it's a brick and mortar, whether it's online, you have to be resourceful. And sometimes we spend more money than what we realize. You know, a lot of times if you want money to run, you know, to buy some advertising, you know what I mean, people all the time, they'll go buy new shoes, new clothes, jewelry. They'll buy all this stuff, but at the end of the day, it means nothing. But when it comes to buying a commodity for your business, buying something that's meaningful and that can help you progress in your business, people don't want to invest. That is a broke mentality. Get out of it. Start finding the funds to invest in your training. Find the things that will help you along in your business if you have to invest in them. Find it. You know, stop thinking everything is going to be given to you in your business. You got to get out here and you have to invest your time and, you know, some money. So get out of the broke mentality that's going to keep you unsuccessful in your business. All right. All right. Moving on to number 6. Not truly believing in yourself. You know, deep down, you see these people that's making money, but deep down, you don't have that true belief in yourself. I'm sitting here telling you right here, right now, you can do it. I mean, you can do it. If you can just get it in your head that, you know, you're no different from a millionaire. You're no different from a billionaire. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. The same. What are you doing with yours? Are you trading time for dollars? Or are you making it happen? Are you creating something that can pay you passively? A lot of times that's the difference between a millionaire and an average person, an average Joe. It's just what we do with 24 hours. What are we doing? Are you building somebody else's dream? And when you're doing that, you know, all this stuff sort of revolves around fear. But challenge fear. Challenge fear and understand that no one is no better than you. And believe deep within yourself that you can make it happen. You can make things work for you. You can be the one to live the lifestyle that most people dream about. All you got to do is have a belief. That's it. Just have a belief. So believe in yourself. That is one of the reasons that keep people from being successful and failing in their business, because they don't believe in yourself. But I'm here to tell you, believe in yourself. All right. Number 7. All right. We paralyze through analyze. Too much training. We get paralyzed by thinking that we need to know everything. We need to dot every I and cross every T before we get started. We have to be a professional on video before I ever cut my first video. I got to have the perfect camera before I cut my video. Oh, I got to have a script written out so I make sure I say all the right things before I do this, before I do a video, or before, you know, I do anything. I got to make sure I got the best looking website. We paralyze ourselves. We paralyze ourselves by just getting too much training, feeling like we got to know everything before we get started. You know, some of the best videos, some of the most high producing, high converting videos, whatever, is some of the most, you know, unprofessional, made on the fly, you know, anything. I mean, it's just, you just do it. It's just something that you just do. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect to be successful. You know, whoever come up with that, I don't think no one come up with it. It's just sometimes we can't help it. That's how some people are wired. And to be truthful, that's something that I had to work on. And I still work on it to this day. you know, when I would create websites, when I would do certain things, I just had to have it just exactly the way I would have it. And I would have people around me say, Mike, just put it up. Forget about making it perfect. Just put it up. And so I've struggled with that one. You know, I mean, I've struggled with that one. You know, so sometimes when I make videos, I used to want to just build these props out and make sure my background, you know, hey, right now, hey, you looking at natural background. I don't care. I mean, I'm just doing a video because it doesn't matter what's in the background. It's what's coming out of here. It's what's being conveyed to you. That's what matters. That's the content. So stop thinking that we have to know everything. Everything has to be perfect. And you got to have all this training before you ever get started. So that was another one that keep us unsuccessful. That keeps people unsuccessful. It's just feeling that you really being overloaded with training. All right, number 8 is working too many programs. The shiny object program. I mean, the shiny object syndrome. I've been a victim of it. And here recently, I had to make a decision because one time, you know, it wasn't long ago. I looked and I listed every program that I had gotten involved with. And guess what? You know, I really wasn't making money in any of them much. I said, and so I had to make a decision. I got to focus. I got to focus on one. And I choose one program that I choose to focus on. But when you're a beginner, when you're a newbie, you know, being in too many programs, and especially if you're limited on advertising funds to advertise with, and you're limited on time to create free leads for your business. Because yes, if you can go on a lot of different websites and post ads and do all these different things to create leads, okay, if you're limited on time, you don't have time to do all that. That stuff requires time. Paid advertising, it requires money. So if you're limited on really both of those, it makes no sense to try to promote a lot of different programs. Choose one. Choose one program to promote. Get that to making money for you. Once you can get that to making money for you, okay, now your confidence is built up. Maybe you might just mess around and leave your job. Okay, now you got time. Okay, bring on the second program. Get that one going. Bring on the third. But when you first starting, work one program. One program, and get that program to making you money. And sort of put your blinders on to all the other stuff that's around you, because trust me, there is a lot of stuff out here, a lot of programs that sound great. I mean, it's always something new that's bigger, better than what was before. But put your blinders on to that stuff and work one program and get that program to moving. Then move on to another program. All right, and this leads me to the last but not least is high ticket versus low ticket programs. What should you promote? Now I can tell you, you can sell $1,000 product just as easily as you can sell $100 product. So my vote goes to high ticket, because with high ticket, you can actually get to where you're going 10 times quicker than you can promoting low ticket stuff. You're gonna spend the same amount in marketing. You're gonna spend the same time posting free ads if that's what you choose to do. And there are people out there. There are people out here, just like anything else. They will invest in something that's high ticket quicker than they will low ticket, because they placing a value on that high ticket. They understand. You got people that understand, say, you know what? If I can make $1,000 a sale versus $10 a sale, hey, I'd rather make 1,000. I'd rather, you know, we call ourselves entrepreneurs. There's risk in entrepreneurship. So I would rather risk this money. I would rather put up this money and invest in a business to where I can make a substantial income. That's what it's all about. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, if you just want to do something that you can make a couple dollars and you okay with it, fine. But if you're looking to change your whole financial disposition, I mean, you're going to have to go with high ticket. And that's my vote. High ticket. Low ticket, it will keep you down, because you're going to do all this work and you're going to get a little bit of success most of the time. But if you would have put that same amount of work in something high ticket, you would have had 10, 20, 30 times the results. And you can build your wealth, you can create your success a whole lot faster with high ticket. So that was the 9 reasons I think people, and there's a lot of other reasons, but these were the 9 that sort of was a little near and dear to me, a little near and dear to me. So, but like I said, you know, if you got any value out of this video, please, wherever you're watching this video, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, please. And if you and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified of any new videos that I come out with. And but like I said, you know, if any of these issues you're having, you know, work on them. I mean, they're all fixable. You can overcome each and every one of these and become that success. But work on them. Work on them. All right. But that's my video for today. This is Micah White. I'm signing off. Hey, until the next video, peace and prosperity.